Have you ever had high hopes for a place you're going to visit, and then when you arrived, had your hopes dashed? Well, that's what happened to my cousin Janet and I when we arrived at the Grand Teton National Park. Let me tell you what happened. That morning we left Thermopolis and the hot springs behind, and we took the Wind River Canyon Drive from Thermopolis to Shoshone, Wyoming. And it was breathtaking, with towering canyon walls and scenic river views. And this canyon is actually carved by the Wind River, and it has revealed rock formations that are over 2.5 billion, that's right, billion years old. It is some of the oldest revealed rock on our entire planet. So on our way to the Grand Teton National Park, we stopped in Dubois, Wyoming, because, well, we needed the restroom stop. Outside the giant Jackalope Exxon country store, we were greeted with these three mythical creatures: Bigfoot himself and a jackalope riding a unicorn. Now, for those of you who still believe in Sasquatch or Bigfoot, there have been numerous sightings in the area. And my cousin and I, we were just so lucky. We got to see Bigfoot right here in the Exxon parking lot. And this town has a rich history tied to the Old West. The Wyoming Tie and Timber Company employed mainly Scandinavian immigrants to cut down trees and make railroad ties. And many of them stayed right here in this town. And their hard work helped to fuel America's growing transportation network. So we went inside the store. Staff was very friendly, and there were the cutest little stuffed jackalopes. I mean, they were adorable, but my grandkids aren't at the age where they would appreciate them, so I didn't buy one. But my cousin and I both, we got to ride a giant jackalope. That's right, it was a lot of fun for this photo op. As we continued our journey, the sky got dark with threatening clouds. We got on our way to go through the Bighorn Mountains, but we were hopeful. We had quite a ways to drive yet. Maybe the rain would clear by the time we got to Grand Teton National Park. But sadly, we were wrong. When we got to the entrance to the national park, it was pouring rain. When the rain let up a bit and just was a drizzle, I was able to kind of see the three peaks in a distance, but they were fog covered, and we never got a good glance at the Grand Teton. We had planned to go hiking, but without the proper rain gear, it just wasn't feasible. And my cousin was so disappointed. She wanted to take some of the hikes that she had taken with her family before. This was one of her family's favorite places to visit. Now, for my family, it's our next stop, Yellowstone. But for her family, it was here at Grand Teton National Park, and we couldn't even see much of it. So with our hiking plans foiled, we decided to head down to Jackson Hole. And we were surprised, even in the off season, it was hard to find a parking spot on the streets. And I am a terrible parallel parker, but we did find a spot. And we made our way to the Million Dollar Cowboy Bar, which is an iconic Western saloon in Jackson Hole, established in 1937. And it was originally a doctor's office before transforming into the well-known Western watering hole. Now, it's famous for these unique saddle bar stools, which we tried out, but they weren't the most comfortable for long periods. The bar was noisy and more of an experience than a comforting corner bar. And the interior was adorned with impressive wildlife mounts and Western memorabilia, like this extensive spur collection. Everywhere you looked, there was something. So we finished our beers and decided to head out. And guess what? It was still raining. But we had to get our photos taken with, again, the iconic elk antler arches. These are right in Jackson's town square, and each of the arches are made entirely of elk antlers shedded and collected from the nearby National Elk Refuge. Each arch is constructed using approximately 2,000 antlers, and so there's over 8,000 antlers in the 4 arches. And due to weathering, the arches require replacement about every 50 years, with the most recent ones being in 2007 and 2013. We were still very disappointed. We had planned at least taking one hike, be it the Moose Pond Trail, which is 2 miles round trip, the Moose Pond Loop, which is 3.4 miles round trip, which starts at the Jenny Lake Boat Shuttle Dock, or the Coulter Bay Area Lakeshore Trail, which is 2.2 miles round trip. Boy, it was hard to get in my 10,000 steps this day. And you know what? We left the Tetons without ever spotting a bear, a moose, or even an elk. And the latter summers here, and it's the largest elk herd in North America, about 11,000 elk. But maybe we'd have better luck in Yellowstone. Isn't it amazing how much weather can shape your experience of a place? So we decided to go north to enter Yellowstone, and we had to go up to the northeast corner because we were staying at the Grizzly Lodge for the next few nights. On the way, we encountered these bison standing nonchalantly in the rain by the roadside, and it would be a sight that would become increasingly common, but hopefully without the rain, during our stay in Yellowstone. So have you ever taken a trip where the weather completely changed your plans? Comments below and let me know your frustrations. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you don't miss a single travel adventure on Prepper Potpourri Escape. So join me. Soon we will be exploring Yellowstone National Park. See you there.